What's going on, guys? Simon here. Welcome along to day 65 of my weight loss journey. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Really appreciate your company. Okay, to recap on food and drink from yesterday, I had a protein pancake for breakfast. Had a massive one, had the whole packet. I didn't realize I was only supposed to have half the packet. So half the packet is like, they say 3 to 4 pancakes, and that's 300 calories for that, but that's one serving. However, I had the whole packet, so that was 2 servings. So that was, I think that was 600 calories then in that case, according to the nutritional information I shared on the video. Top that off with various fruit like strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, and drizzled a bit of chocolate syrup over the top of it. And it was nice. It was very filling at the time, and enjoyed it until I realized that I think I overdone it. I should have only had half the amount, but no, it's okay. I'll live with it. After that, I had lunch, and that was chicken breast fillets seasoned with Cajun seasoning, cooked in the air fryer. I had a toasted Tesco flatbread with garlic, mayonnaise, diced red onions, sliced tomato. Sun-dried tomatoes, a slice of light mature cheddar. Washed that down with a can of Pepsi Max. And then between lunch and supper, I had a cappuccino because I hadn't had one earlier, and then for supper itself, I had prawns on a bed of whole grain rice, or whatever it's called, wholemeal rice, whole grain. No, sorry, egg fried rice, and high protein vegetable mix from Tesco. And I only had half the rice. There was a lot of rice on it. And in terms of water intake, then, oh, sorry, I had an apple then later on after supper. In terms of water intake, I had about 5 pints, and that's us caught up on food and drink from yesterday. In work, I spent all day working on the form builder module. That's coming on really, really well. I'm really happy with how that's progressing, and going to be another week or more on it. Like, so, it's quite a significant part of the system, but it's going to be massively beneficial, and it's going to add an a new revenue stream onto the software, because one of the things that one of the tenants wants to use it for is prescriptions. So on, or what they call online prescriptions. So if you need to get treated for a UTI or something like that, rather than you coming in to see the doctor, you can order it online, explain the symptoms to the doctor, fill out all the forms. So this form builder will ask you a series of questions, and that goes through to the doctor. The doctor then reviews it, and if the doctor is satisfied that you passed the case for a UTI, they issue a prescription to your pharmacy, and you get a text message saying that your prescription is ready for collection, etc. So it's quite an innovative type approach, and it's going to make us a few quid as well, because we get a residual commission on every transaction. So not only does the tenant pay for our software, but they also, because we're using the Dojo payments integration that I put in place last week or the week before, with the card machines and the Dojo online account, etc., we get a commission for every transaction through that. So that's great. The more we have in there, the better. And then after that, I had some time to look at, check up on the analytics and Google Ads for my friend's website, make sure that was all in place correctly. There was a little tweak I needed to make on the the Google Ads, and that's in place now. You have to wait up to 24 hours for it to take effect, so hopefully that's there not today at some stage. And I was planning on going on to the treasure hunting again, but I just got a bit burned out, and I said, no, listen, I'm going to take a break. So I spent the rest of the night just playing games, listening to music. Had this game called Pure Pool Pro on the PS5. I absolutely love it. It's so cool. And I was playing that with my daughters locally, passing the controller. First of all, I let them play the free mode on it, where you can just pot any balls you want on the table, let them play and get used to the controls. And then I brought them into games of Killers, and we are having fun with that, listening to music. So that was cool. Yeah, that's us all caught up on yesterday. I shall talk to you at breakfast. Alright, breakfast time. Just had a run kilometre walk. Although I brings me dogs out along the drive, let them up and down the drive, and I'm going up and down, and they fucking ran up the road, so had to go after them, and that added about another couple of 100 meters on, but I worked that into me kilometre, like, you know what I mean? So fucking little bastards, no discipline at all. Dogs. Oh well, I'm hoarse now from shouting at them as well. Nice banana today though. No particularly bruised looking there when I mashed it. No, I haven't that. Looks like there's an internal bruise, or a bruise about to start. And I mashed it. Don't like that. Right. Yeah, I like the way that just generally just flops off the outer skin, but now I have a bit of residue on the counter, so I'm going to need to clean that up. All right, toasted flaxseed crunch. That's what I'm having. There are a few new people who've trickled through subscribing to my channel. Welcome. Love seeing it. Basically, the purpose of these videos is just to vlog my daily food intake. You know, just to vlog my meals essentially, just so I can look back when I'm done my journey and say, oh yeah, I remember that time. Such and such. How much is left in it actually? Is there enough for one more? Yeah, I'll get another day out of that. So, getting very low on the honey now as well. A little drizzle stick. Don't even know if I'll have enough for tomorrow. Maybe I will. This is a massive improvement, by the way, to those new people. Like when I first started, I was just pouring it from the jar. Had awful trouble with the drips on the outside of the jar, etc. And we've gradually progressed up to this level of sophistication now with the honey, the drizzle stick as I call it, and the honey pot. Oh. Anyway, all right. Goes back in there to save on the cleaning. See? It's even shaped like a little beehive. Ah. Okay, now a drop of cold milk. It's already quite milky, so just a small amount. And now we mix, chop and mix. Feeling around for those lumps of banana, breaking it up, spreading it out, so make sure I get a bit of banana in every spoonful. All right. Apologies if you hear my dog barking outside. I'm not sure how sensitive the camera is. Right, here we go. So good. Right, I have 6 minutes before I start work, so I better get through this. So nice, guys. Alright, I'll finish it off camera. Plan for the day in work is to continue working on the form builder module. Although there was a tech support request came in there for, there was some sort of misconfiguration. Someone has changed a setting in the software, and it's confusing some of the other people there. So I need to do a bit of an audit trail look up just to see who made the change, so they can train that person not to do that in future or whatever, you know. So going to spend a few minutes looking at that through the audit log, and do my I'll do my full day shift on the form builder module, like I said. Once I'm done that later on, I'll have a quick check on my friend's Google Ads campaign, sees that all humming along nicely. And following that, I'll finally get back to my treasure hunt and do a couple of the last remaining explainer videos for the power-ups. Look back through videos if you're new. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about. Look back at my videos, you'll see that I mentioned something about treasure hunt and power-ups and stuff. It's just this little side project that I have that I'm hoping to launch by the 1st of April, although it's getting quite tight now. Another 25 days? Yeah. Anyway, okay, we'll get there. I'll talk to you at lunch. Alright, lunchtime. What I have here is a Tesco flatbread toasted in the air fryer, some garlic mayonnaise, slice of light matured cheddar, chicken breast fillet. My wife cooked it this time. She must have butterflied it and sliced it and put it in the air fryer, because I seem to have a bit more than usual for some reason. I don't know why. Just a visual, you know. Mine is nice and thick when I do it, and her ones are really thin, and you know. So diced red onion and some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to wash it down with a can of Pepsi Max, and I have one of these high protein hazelnut flavor puddings from Lidl. Those ones. You know, maybe that might be an option for a thumbnail. I'm always trying to figure out what kind of thumbnail to put on the videos. So I know I'm a bit of a weirdo as well, but that is the main reason why I'm doing that. All right. Let's try and throw a small bit of salt on. All right. Let's give it a whirl, as they say. Tandoori seasoning today. Sun-dried tomatoes are dripping away off the bottom, I see. So nice. All right, I'll finish that off camera. Lovely day out there. I didn't do my fucking walk. I'm going to do my walk straight away after this. Yeah, I got distracted, because usually what I do is when I put the chicken on, I put it on for 20 minutes, then I do my walk, and by the time I come back, then I'm prepping the rest of the thing I'm making for lunch, you know, and it's ready. So because my wife done it today, I messed up my mojo. See, I'm a creature of habit. If I lose that bit of structure I have in the day, like the pillow talk section, etc., it kind of throws me off for the rest of the day. So, you know. But anyway, I'll do it straight away after this. My wife picked me up some pure Irish honey. This has to be the one that you're all talking about. Hasn't even got any nutritional information on it. It's that local, you know. Pure Irish honey from Adrian O'Connor. Massive shout out to Adrian O'Connor. Best before December 2028. Alright, look forward to having that tomorrow. Right, as I said, I'm going to have this off camera, and I shall talk to you in the next segment. Alright, supper time now. Just in from a kilometre walk. My third one of the day. What I have here is taco mince with sweet potato fries. There was only a handful of sweet potato fries. And she mixed in a bit of rice as well, just to bulk it up a bit because of the lack of sweet potato fries. Wash it now in a can of Pepsi Max, and just add a bit of salt into it. Yeah, one of my favorites, like a real treat. Just love it so much. So nice and tasty. I don't want it to end. But I shall continue it off camera. Alright, you have seen my full day of eating today. Thank you so much for watching as always, really appreciate it. As always, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I shall talk to you in the next video, which is going to be a weigh-in video tomorrow. So talk to you then. All the best. Bye-bye.